Okay. Hey, so we've already done the whole review, and I'm posting the answer key to this on Canvas. But the hardest part, I think, of the tests are a constructed response. So there's a question. I didn't write the words, but it talks about something called a truss, and the picture literally looks like this. Like when you get your test, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about because the picture looks like a triangle with a bunch of like triangles inside of it. It's weird. And it gives you a bunch of words, but the main information you're going to pick out is the length of AC, which I just changed the numbers a little bit, but the letters and everything like that are the same. So AC is 20, which is the whole, it's like this entire, why is it not? There you go. This entire length right here. This is AC, right? The whole bottom. So that would be 20. So I wrote the whole thing as 20. Then it gives you AD equals 4. So I wrote 4 right here. Using my big girl math, right? If I'm like, okay, the whole thing is 20 and I have 4, the leftover part is 16. So I wrote that D to C was 16. Cool. There is a sentence. I think the most confusing part about this question is just what it says, like, the truss can not be more than 3 meters. So you have to figure out that with these numbers, is the truss, which is this part right here, gonna be more than 3 meters, less than 3 meters, or why? Like, you just have to figure out, is this gonna be equal to or less than 3? This is what the picture is supposed to be representing, like this part right here. So the truss is like this middle piece right here. And like we have like these two numbers, right? This was that 4, this was the 16. And we have to find this height. So if we kind of drew it like how we've been seeing triangles, let me see if I can draw this really quickly. Right? So then we do this one here. Like, I might just take all those stupid triangles out of it. Okay, so we had X, right? We're trying to find the truss. 4, 16. At this point, it just becomes like one of our other problems where we had the left, altitude, altitude, right. So then this is our left number, so I put 4. This is our altitude, our height. So it would be over X. And then this is altitude twice, right? So I put X twice. And then our right number, 16. And then from here, hopefully you remember that we are cross multiplying. So that becomes 4 times 16, which is 64. X times X is X squared. How do we undo our X squared? Hopefully you're thinking square root. That gives us X equals 8. So then we go back to the question, which says the truss, which is this X, cannot be more than 3. If you look here, 8 is more than 3. So then your answer would be something like the truss is more than 3. So something about it not working, like these numbers don't work, or so these measurements, let's say that, do not work. I'll move this over here. I know that looks really messy, but I'm going to let y'all take this in. Maybe you can pause it and you can like take a second, write it down, figure out what questions you have with it. Okay, next one. I actually put a little copycat word problem right here. So the picture's at the top, not at the bottom, which maybe is a little confusing. So let's zoom in on the word problem. And it says, usually Maria walks to the metro from work, the Miller Corporation, which is 3,000 feet. So let's pretend Maria's right here. Yeah, Maria. Oh, let's give her both feet, not just one. Okay, so normally she walks from here to here, right? Work to the metro. That's how you get home. However, today, right, it says today, she needs to run some errands at Greenbelt Town Center first. So she needs to go here first. I don't know what's at Greenbelt Town Center. I know that's not a real place, but let's pretend there's like a Walmart there. Maybe there's an Ulta. Maybe she's trying to get some Chick-fil-A, like maybe she just got things to do. So she needs to go there first and then go to the metro. If she walks to Greenbelt Town Center, so if she goes from here to here, from work, then to the subway station, which is, the metro, how much longer is her walk compared to just the normal route, which is that 3,000 feet? So how much longer is it to go down and up? So let's figure that out. In the picture, they do give you an angle, which is always so helpful. And I've told y'all this in class, but whenever they give you an angle like this, you automatically should be thinking SOHCAHTOA. Okay, always. Just think that. So we have to figure out this side. Let's call that X. And we have to figure out this side, and let's call that Y. Oh, let's put in a different color, though. Let's put it in green. Okay, let's first solve for X, which is Miller Corporation to Greenbelt Town Center. Okay, so if I'm looking at my angle right here, I'm like, okay, X is opposite. And then the other number they gave us is this 3,000 feet, which is adjacent. So opposite and adjacent is TOA. So we're going to be using tan, 38, and then opposite over adjacent. So X over 3,000. And then hopefully you're thinking, oh, X is in the numerator, so I'm going to multiply. So you multiply both sides by 3,000. Oh, I did not leave myself nearly enough room here. These cross out. And then I put this into my calculator. Oh, let me show you my calculator. Oh my god, I've never done this version before. Okay. So it's, let me clear this. Oh my god, I can't clear it. Oh my god, hold on. Grandma's having some issues. Okay, clear. 3,000, tan. Oh, I put 300. Oops. Let me fix that. 3,000. So that is 2, 3, 4, 3 point. Let's say 0.9. Okay. So this is 2, 3, 4, 3.9. Cool. But that's not all we have to solve for. We also have to find y. Okay, so again, I'm looking at that 38 degrees right here. I'm like, okay, we have the 3,000 feet. That's the number they gave us with. So we have A. Y in reference to our angle is our hypotenuse. Anything across from that right angle is always our hypotenuse. So A and H is our ka. So that becomes cosine 38. And then it's 3,000 over y. And then this is kind of like the opposite case, where y is now in the denominator. So that means we're going to divide, which basically means you switch these two numbers. So it becomes y equals, keep that 3,000 the same place, but now our denominator is cosine 38. Let's put that in that calculator. Giving us y equals 3807. Let's do 0.1. So this is 3807.1. Also remember that your calculator needs to be in degree mode. I always say it, but I just want to plug that in. Okay. At this point, we go back to the question. How much longer is her walk compared to her normal route home? So the normal route is 3,000 feet, right? She just goes from work to the metro. This time she went down and then up. So she went 2,343 feet plus 3,807 feet. So let's add those two together. I'm going to just write that here. So we did 2343.9 plus 3807.1. And then we use my calculator to do that. Oh, I did not think it was going to give us a perfect number. 6151. All right, so the total distance she's walking is 6,151 feet, right? But it says how much longer. So compare that to 3,000. How much longer is 6,151 to 3,000? How do we do that? You just subtract them. 6151 minus 3,000. Let's put that 6151 minus 3,000. 3151. So your final answer would be Maria walks 3151 feet more. Okay, those are the two constructed responses. Hopefully that helps you. I know I didn't give you a worksheet on these two problems, but I did want to explain them because they are like the hardest to understand since there's words. But you can do it. I know you can. You're going to crush this test. You have my posters in the room to help you. You have this review sheet to help you on the test. Let me know. Email me with any of your questions, please. Okay, bye.